Arrival of the Argentine star in Inter Miami to Salvadoran territory is a new sign of the good times that El Salvador is experiencing now with a more global perspective. The first image of the arrival of Inter Miami and Leo Messi for the friendly match with the El Salvador team said it all: confidence. An advance in the business climate that will allow us to see images that a few years ago would have been almost surreal, but that have now been possible as a country, and it is not every day that we wake up with headlines and international news generated from home about what is currently considered the best soccer player in history. If we see it from that perspective, the Argentine star visit is historic for El Salvador. Definitely exciting. Accompanying him, great international figures such as Jordi Alba and also the world champion with the Spanish team, Sergio Busquets. Is part of the squad his friend Luis Suarez, a Uruguayan player and former Barca player, a top figure in international football. His brother was signed a few years ago to play for one of the best-known soccer teams in El Salvador. The arrival of Leo Messi to El Salvador is perceived with great optimism in the country. It is a sign that the country is capable of holding large-scale events and attracting great international figures. And in less than a year, El Salvador hosts regional sporting events by great artists as well as the largest beauty pageant in the world, Miss Universe 2023, exceeding internal and external expectations. Inter Miami's public agenda released by some media indicates private activity for both the Argentine star and the rest of the team and his coach Tata Martino. But surprise could arise and we may see images of some special activity by the Argentine, which will not be surprising given that we are talking about the most successful living professional soccer player. And no, it's not that you are dreaming and need a pinch. Yes, it's true. Messi is in San Salvador, a few blocks or a few kilometers from your office or business, near some of the streets where you usually pass by every day or where you grew up seeing since you were a child. Yes, there were Route 33 and Route 44 made their way daily, something that you could not imagine even in your wildest dream. Yes. Again, it was almost surreal to imagine photographs of Messi in the Salvadoran capital. True, the friendly match of El Salvador versus Inter Miami is scheduled to be played this Friday, January 19 at 7 p.m. at the Cuscatlán Stadium. For those who have never been to the Salvadorian capital, San Salvador, this sports venue is located in the southern part of the metropolitan area surrounded by commercial and residential areas, and it is even easier for subsequent transfer to the El Salvador International Airport when the international club leaves for the state of Texas in the USA. In a few days they will play against Football Club Dallas. El Coloso de Montserrat, as it is known locally, has a capacity, according to estimates, of between 40,000 to 45,000 attendees, and large artistic events have been held in the past, including the spectacular concert at the end of November 2022 by the Puerto Rican Bad Bunny, a current global music phenomenon. The most likely thing is that El Salvador will lose the friendly match against Inter Miami, but it is also quite likely that almost no one cares because the country has already won. Its people have already lived in some way the experience of seeing on Salvadoran soil a transcendental sporting figure such as Leo Messi and one of the greatest sport teams in the MLS. We will see an exhibition game, a true sporting spectacle with a trail of stars. El Salvador and its people continue to generate news, now no longer with the label of being one of the main crime capitals in Latin America, but as the country that is standing out for shining as a tourist destination, organizing large international events and with a good business climate. The remarkable improvement in public security has been key. Who cares if one day we wake up to the news of the visit of Serbian Novak Djokovic or Rafa Nadal, the best Spanish tennis player in the world? The conditions are being met for the country and its people to believe in themselves and accept the renewal is possible. Investors who analyze the markets and see El Salvador from another perspective see with the arrival of figures like Leo Messi and international teams like Inter Miami signs that generate confidence confidence, attract investments and good business. At this moment, the atmosphere around the Intercontinental Hotel in front of Metro Centro San Salvador is filled with dozens of spectators and curious people, hoping to see some minimal activity from the team or even a glimpse, perhaps even of the Argentine star himself. I doubt you can see much from the street itself. The perimeter is very close and the security device implemented by the authorities is rigorous. Messi is not Steven Tyler of Aerosmith, and we must remember that the American singer visited the country in October 2013 and was seen walking around the same hotel where the man from Rosario is now staying. In my good wishes for Leo Messi for his stay in El Salvador, I would like to see him in a photograph with the President of the Republic Nayib Bukele, see him eat pupusas, and see photographs excited with the Salvadoran fans, understanding that he has been accustomed since he was a child in Spain to dealing with European or even Argentine fans, but hardly with Central American fans. Good for the boy of Rosario, good for our people, and good for our modern history to be written in books. El Salvador has written an unforgettable chapter with Leo Messi. Yes, the Argentine star, considered the best soccer player in the world, who we hope will not be the first nor the last. Don't forget your coffee. Don't forget to subscribe and share with more people. Thank you.